Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's me, Tinzley Bradford, and I'm with AndYouWannaSeeMyFeet.com, also known as Men, Women Dating from Tinzley, seen all around the internet. So just look that up. My blog typically talks about relationships, dating, sex, love. It's a relationship dating insight blog, and I typically talk about things that have to do with helping singles make wiser choices when choosing their mates. So I'm very excited about the information that I share on there, because face it, so many people are struggling these days to find true love that's solid, long-term, both people are on the same page, and just long-term relationships and commitments are just hard to find these days. So on my blog, I talk about my experiences with dating. I talk about relationships that other people have shared with me, their experiences with dating, and just my overall analysis in a whole from where I see the dating world and relationship world is starting to end up. So I felt today I wanted to kind of switch things up a little bit, because I do typically talk about things that I feel women should look for when they're dating guys who may not be a good fit for them. And I also talk about the good ones too, so don't make it seem like I'm just a basher on the men, because I'm not. I do know we have some good ones, which brings me to today's topic. Women who have good men they do not appreciate, and the impact it has on them. We have so many good men in the world. Yes, we do. Believe it or not, they are there. It's just sometimes, you may not be able to encounter them, because me personally, I always seem to run into the jerks. Maybe they're just testing me. But anyway, there are some good men in the world, and I wanted to bring up something that I noticed on a TV show, Steve Harvey's TV show. So kudos to Steve Harvey for being a platform for men, giving women an opportunity to sort of like get inside the heads of a man to kind of see what he thinks like. Because, face it, I am a woman and I don't date women, I date men. So I want to know sometimes what they think, how they feel, why they do what they do, why they say what they say, because they're totally different creatures than we are, Anyway, on this particular show, he had a couple on there where this man was talking about how he thinks Paris is the most beautiful place in the world, and he fell in love with this woman and he wanted to share that with her, and he took this woman he barely knew to Paris. Paris. Want me to say it again? Paris. Who would not want to go there? Who would not want to go to Paris? I know I would. But anyway, so because he really cherished this moment, and he loved this woman, and he wanted to always remember the time they shared together in the lovely Paris, he created this room that he calls the Paris room. Now keep in mind, I will admit there were some interesting objects he chose to display in that room. I'll just put it that way to be nice. But however, there's a point behind it. There's a purpose behind it. It's a way to remember the time you share it with someone you love and who you treasure, and you just wanted to do this special tribute to you and her in this room. I think it's adorable. But anyway, this woman gets on there and just talks down on him and calls it ugly and just so mean. It's all about her. Me, 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 me. And a lot of times us females, we become that way, and it could be from when our fathers abandon us, not having a father figure in our life, or having a father figure but maybe not feeling like you were appreciated in that relationship. Or maybe if you was in a relationship, you've had guys deceive you and let you down so many times that you're just on the defense, and you're always going to be like, you know what, it's about me, honey baby, and you better treat me the way I want to be treated, and I'm the queen, and you better do what I say. And I do understand that we as women want to be treated like the queens we are. But you don't want to be one of those mean, nasty queens that no one wants to be around. So it's important to remember that a lot of times guys will not stick around when they're dealing with women who are always fussing, always nagging, always complaining about things that he's clearly trying to do good for them. And this woman is not embracing the fact that this man is doing this as a tribute to them, which is something so rare, and you don't find that these days. So that's a sign of a good man doing something special, and here you are bickering and complaining about it. So if you guys was to ever break up, he'll probably go to the next relationship not wanting to do those things out of fear that that woman too may bicker and complain of his efforts. So what I'm trying to say and where I'm headed here is, women, when you have a good man, you have to hang on to that man and value him. Sometimes there's going to be some things about him you may not 100% like. And I'm certain there are some things about you he may not 100% like. But if you are seeing those signs, clear signs of a man that shows you your worth through his actions, we may want to put the divitude to the side and respect and embrace that. Because you don't have to be making it all about you all the time. You have to compromise and embrace and respect and appreciate that man. Good men come a dime a dozen. So when you get one, it's very important that you remember to look at the very, very, very small things he's doing that make a difference in your life, that make life easier for you, that make you feel special. I'm sure there's things you do that he overlooks as well, because you're not perfect and neither is he. But we become so mean. We attack like pit bulls sometimes because it's our way or the freeway. And it comes from the repetitiveness of being treated bad, or not being treated right, or being treated poorly, or feeling like you've been overlooked in life, whether it's at your job, whether it's in previous past relationships, whether it's with family members, whether you feel like you've been taken advantage of. We take that behavior into our relationships and create a hostile environment where this man not even want to stick, he may not even want to stick around. Or the next time he wants to do something special, he may be afraid to really do it because he thinks you're going to bite his head off and take him on national TV and verbally attack his efforts. So this is my task for you, women that's in relationships who have guys that you're dating or who are married, and you see that that guy is good. Let's focus on the positive, and let's make sure together you continue to grow and put forth effort in that relationship. You don't have to put a lot of work in, because work should not be hard. You should not have to make this hard. Put forth the effort. Something tiny, something little. It can be something big if you can afford it, but the little things count so much. Pack the lunch for him. If he runs your bath water for you, thank him. Don't complain because it's too hot, or he didn't choose the right fragrance, or you take showers. Appreciate what he tried to do. If he massaged your feet, don't say, oh, my feet don't hurt, my back hurt. Well, appreciate the foot rub. When a man takes the time to do the little things for you, appreciate those little things. We've got to put ourselves to the side. We can be so self-centered sometimes, we can. And I do understand, like I say, it's from past hurt, from past pain, from whatever we're trying to prove. But keep in mind, it can have an impact on that man that you're treating that way. And therefore, later on in a relationship, he may get so tired of the treatment that guess what? He'll find someone else who's going to treat him way better than that. So I'm glad you stopped by, and I hope you take a moment to just appreciate the good men that you have in your life and value him and lift him up and respect him. And please visit Men Women Dating from Tinzley or andyouvanttoseemyfeet.com for more relationship insight, dating advice. I have tons of blogs on there. I'd love for you to join the conversation because I know you have a voice. So make sure you share my blogs with others, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thanks for stopping by. I can't talk right now. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.